Welcome back, fellow shop rats. Today, here in the shop, it is freezing. It's below zero outside. Fortunately, we don't have a lot of wind. The heat's been on for quite a while, and I got it up to 40 degrees in here, so that's quite progress. But there's a lot of things I'm not going to be able to do today, but I've got to do something. Remember that my car shop is about bites. So I looked the projects over, and I decided I was going to keep my momentum going on stitches, and I'm going to do a little bite today on stitches. Want to find out what it is? Stick around. I'm Mike.
This is My Car's Shop.
One of the problems with being the lone wolf garage, which is what I almost called this channel, is it's hard to do a lot of things by yourself. However, where there's a will, there's a way, or there's a guy named Bill or William, I suppose, also. But I want to do the prep work that I need to do to go ahead and do the shrinking that we need to do on the roof on that one low spot that's left that we need to pop out. In order to do that effectively, we finally have to get around to taking the back glass out of this car. The unique thing about a Challenger is, as far as I can tell and from what I've read, the back glass in this car doesn't really have a seal, but it's glued in. So we've got to go around and cut it out, which I'm hoping we don't have to get in the car because it's a pain in the neck. But we're going to go through the process of breaking loose the last bits of that back glass because a lot of it's already rotted away. But we need to get it out of there, and I don't really care if we save the glass. I'm going to try to, but I intend to put new windshield and new back glass in this car. But I always like to try to save the glass just in case of an emergency somewhere, sometime, somehow. I don't know. That's what we're doing. So let's see if we can do it successfully. Who knows? Some people might question why I didn't take the back glass out of this car before I put it on the rotisserie, and I have a very, very good reason for not having done that. It's 100% because I didn't do it. I had no reason in particular. It's just the way I felt like going, and oh, boy, that seal is hard there. I've got to be very, very careful not to pie on that glass and break it. So don't use a screwdriver like I'm doing because that's the wrong way to do it. But it's, we got to, spend some time going around here and working our way down like so, and cutting and tearing and cutting and tearing. And like I said, most of this windshield frame, back glass frame is completely rotted out. So I don't think we're going to have big issues. The bottom of it's already gone. Coming across the top. This will give us a good chance to evaluate what it's like. Okay, good. We're getting there. I think we're cutting as much of the window frame out as we're cutting the rubber, but that's okay. Going to go on the other side, lather, rinse, repeat. My buddy Mark was supposed to come up a week ago or so, and this is one of the jobs we were going to do, but the weather was not good. We've been in the middle of this really nasty weather stretch. In other words, a normal Michigan day, winter stuff, but careful there. I think we're close. Becky is really sick right now, so I can't ask for her help. There we go. Okay. Do we have it? It's still stuck down here. real easy to break the glass, so you want to be careful. Just prying up to see if I can see where it looks like it's still stuck. Looks like it's still stuck up here. I don't like it when it's stuck up, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, right there. It's one of those wonderful knives that it's real easy to bump the blade when you're trying to work with it. But it's what we got. Right there we go. She's stuck right there somehow. Oh, I see. Okay. A little bit of the metal is because of the rustage and stuff. It's just being a potlicker. Oh, there's a clip in there. That's why. Okay. Come on. Okay, I think we got most of it. Let's get a couple of things and see if we can just gently pry up and see where we're at. As cold as it is out here, I know we're really risking breaking this glass. Well, I think we're going to be okay. Wow, that went better than I expected. But like I said, it was, for the most part, it was rotted out anyway. So, whew, we lucked out, boys and girls. Oh, I'm ruining the botanical garden. Dang it. No, don't ruin the botanical garden. I've got the rubber down here stuck in two places. Okay. Let's lay that there carefully. And then I need to go over to that side and cut the same thing. Yee-hee. Okay, I think we're free. Yes, we are. So I think the thing to do is I'm going to take this glass right upstairs where the windshield is and just set it there where it will have a less likelihood of getting broken. We have some foam. I don't know if we'll use that or not. Probably not. But let's get it out of here and get it upstairs. So let's take a look. Okay, interesting. So one thing I'm just discovering is that things aren't as bad here as I thought they were. This is, I believe, a piece. I don't know how it's attached to the car, but I can find that out. But this piece here is the piece that I think the trim screws to down in here. So let's try to salvage as much of that as we can. Get a putty knife, I guess, and get some of that out of there. Oh, I see. Okay. Yes. So what this does is this piece, get you down here where you can see. There we go. So the piece this piece was supposed to have another lip in here. So it came down like this, you can see right here, and then came in and then went down, and there was some screw holes. So the sail panel, is that what this is called, itself isn't too bad, but it's missing almost all of this. Fortunately, I have just enough of this that I think I can fabricate that and replicate this piece along the bottom here. So that'll be interesting. That'll be fun. Of course, if I don't get it right, the glass won't fit right. But that's an interesting observation there. Yeah. Okay. Let's get a handheld here and show you better what we got. We've definitely got a lot of work to do, on the whole window channel. But this rear panel here is actually better than I expected. It's only missing this lip piece here, like I said. I think that will be easy enough to fabricate. I don't think that'll be a big deal. I may not make it exactly factory perfect, but it'll be, remember our motto: make it safe, make it done, and go have fun. So we will fabricate up into here, probably do a cut and butt type of thing here with a piece that comes over, goes down, and this way we have this to match the profile. So I think we're going to be fine, and we'll make that all the way along there. The challenge will be knowing where these are, but if I have these to the middle, I'm going to guess, and I can find out from somebody else, that the location of these things here is going to be mirror imaged on the other side. So my buddy John will know that, and we'll find that out. But if you can see what those are there, it's hard to get you in there, but they're a little slotted. Here we go, like so. They're little slotted tabs for window trim to screw to. But the main thing is we need this ledge for the glass to sit down against in there, so we can glue it back in when we're done. So yeah, we got a lot of work to do here, definitely. This is, like I said, pretty bad in here. I'm going to guess it's the same on the other side over there. But it's just a matter of doing the work, right? It's not, the inner structure actually looks pretty good, except for up there. So we've got to do more to clean all of this out of here and get all that rubber cleaned up. But today, again, it was like our last episode. I'm just evaluating where we're at, seeing what we need to do, and starting to make a plan. And I want to say that's a big part of this stuff. When you're stuck, when you're in a position where you really don't feel like you can do the work that you want to do because of whatever's going on in your life, look for that little bite. Look for that little something you can do. In this case, we are actually just kind of preparing ourselves, call it staging, if you will, but we're preparing for the next phases of this car. Everything we've been looking at in the last episode and this one, when we were looking up in here, and I don't remember what else we were looking at, is really nothing that's going to happen when the car's on the rotisserie, okay? It's stuff that's going to happen later. But now that I have a picture of what it is that has to happen, I can start cogitating on how I'm going to do that, how I'm going to make that stuff. Now, we're going to use shrinker, stretcher, bead roller, all that stuff, but we'll probably do a cut and butt on that rear panel back there. But that's after looking at it for 20 minutes and scratching my head a little bit. That's what I've come up with so far. 2 weeks from now or a month from now, I might have a different idea, but that's what I got so far. I can't even run the wood heat today because the fire died down last night too much and our water temperature got down too low. So it's going to take a half a day to get that hot water back up. I got a roaring fire going. So I'm running just strictly off the propane, and I just don't want to waste the money today trying to get this thing up to 50 or 60 degrees. It's just not worth it. So that's where we're at with this thing. But I want to encourage you that the project can always move forward, even if it's just in your own mind. You can be a legend in your own mind. It's okay. So I'm really pleased with that. I'm really pleased with the discovery. It's something that I will be continuing to look at. I'm sad that I decided to do this as a botanical garden delete car, but it's time to put that joke to bed. I know it. I knew the day was coming when we were going to have to blow all that moss out of the back window. But for a couple of years, I've had fun with it, and you've tolerated it. So it's all good. It's okay. For those who've been following the shop organization series, you note that I've been using the container concept with success, and we will continue to share my process and journey. The shop is a little bit messed up right now, not because of clutter so much as because of I got my rototiller in here, which I need to do a little work to before I put it away for the rest of the winter, because we're not going to be using it until spring. I had the snowblower in here because we had problems with that, so I got that fixed, and I got a bunch more steel I need to take in the back. And so there's just stuff I need to get squirreled away. I'm still got my chainsaws out because I'm cutting wood. In fact, that's where I'm going next, is to go out and cut up some more wood for the next few days till the thaw happens next week. And we can get out our wood pile better, because it drifted in and normally doesn't do that. So we had an issue. I didn't have a tissue. So I'm going to go thaw out, get my feet warmed up, and get ready to go out and blow some wood open and get the fire stoked up again, et cetera, et cetera. But none of you, I know you don't really care about that, but you do care. I know you do. I don't mean to say that you don't care. So anyway, that's going to do it. Little bites matter. Little bites matter. And remember, our 2024 motto is make it safe, make it done, and go have fun. It doesn't have to be perfect. Don't get yourself locked up in this perfectionistic mindset that says, I have to get it done perfectly or I'm not going to do it. Do it with excellence. Do it to the best of your ability, but don't lock yourself up. Keep moving further forward, Father. We will catch you on the next one. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and don't forget, it really is cold out here.